Today, let us start solving Karnataka CET previous year question papers, topic vectors. Part 1 I have already solved, part 2 is continued now. Okay, so we'll start with the question number 2015 question paper. The given question is, let vector A is given. So let vector A is I minus 2j plus 3k, and vector B relation is given, that is vector A dot B or B dot A is equal to how much? Magnitude of B square, and magnitude of A minus B, vector A minus vector B, is equal to how much? Root 7. Then find the value of magnitude of B is the question. So we all know that magnitude of vector A minus magnitude of vector B whole square is always equal to magnitude of vector A square plus magnitude of vector B square minus 2 times of vector A dot vector B. So let us substitute the value. Root 7 whole square is 7. Magnitude of A square, this we can calculate. So from this relation, what is magnitude of A square? So we can calculate it as square root of 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9. Okay, so 9 plus 1 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. So that becomes 14 plus magnitude of B square as it is, which we need to find, minus 2 times of what is A dot B. A dot B is they are already given, magnitude of B square. So what you can observe, minus 7 is equal to minus magnitude of B square. Hence what is magnitude of B value? Must be equal to root 7, as this minus is converted to plus. Okay, so what should be the answer? Root 7 is the right answer. We go for next problem. Again question from the 2015. Here there is an interesting question, you need to understand this. There is a vector A, okay, whose direction ratios are 1, 2, 1, and there is another vector B, okay, 1, minus 1, 1. Okay, there is one more vector C with the direction ratios 1, 1, minus 1, and there is a plane of A and B. Okay, you need to understand this. There is a plane of A and B. Okay, so let us consider here a vector A and vector B. Vector A and vector B, and there is a vector in this plane AB. There is a vector in the plane AB. Say let it be vector D. Let it be vector D. Okay. So what you can observe, they have given is the projection of the vector which is in the plane, that is vector D. Okay, this is in the plane AB, and its projection on C is given, that is D dot C divided by magnitude of vector C is equal to how much? 1 divided by root 3 is a given condition. Okay, so we need to understand here, there are so many ways to solve this problem. The method which I am choosing is here. So you can observe vector D is in the plane vector A comma vector B. Hence vector D must be perpendicular to vector A cross vector B, isn't it? Because we all know that A cross B is perpendicular to the plane which containing AB, hence it must be perpendicular to D also, right? Therefore what we can say, so we can say that the answer which I am choosing from the options must be perpendicular to A cross B. So let us find first vector A cross vector B. Okay, so let us understand what is vector A cross vector B. So vector I, vector J, vector K. A values are 1, 2, 1, B 1 minus 1, 1. Okay, so we need to find the determinant of the same. So let us find the determinant. So if you find the determinant, what will be the I coefficients? I coefficients are 2, minus of minus 1 is 3, minus J coefficients. J coefficients is 0, plus K coefficients. K coefficients are minus 1 minus 2, that is minus 3, right? So what you can say now, A cross B is having the direction ratios 3, 0, minus 3. Now from the options we have to choose one by one where their dot product A cross B dot D must be equal to 0. I repeat, A cross B dot vector D must be equal to 0. We need to find such a vector. Let's start with one by one. Option A 3, 1 minus 3. Option A is having direction ratios 3, 1 minus 3. So if you find the dot product, 3 into 3 9, 1 into 0 0, minus 3 into minus 3 plus 9, which is not equal to 0. Go for option B. What is option B? Option B is 4 1 minus 4. 4 1 minus 4. 4 1 minus 4. Let me take all the options. Okay, what is option C? 1 1 minus 2. 1 1 minus 2. What is option D? Option D is 4 minus 1 4. 4 minus 1 4. Let us find the each case dot product. 4 3s are 12 plus 0 plus 12, which is not equal to 0. Then 3 plus 0 plus 6. 3 2s are 6, which is not equal to 0. Last option, 4 3s are 12 plus 0 minus 12 must be equal to 0. Therefore what should be my answer? My answer in this case is option D, that is 4i minus j plus 4k. 4i minus j plus 4k is the right choice. Clear? Next, find the angle between vector A and vector B. So it is easy to understand. You need to find the cos theta here. Okay. So what is the given problem? 2 times of A dot B must be equal to magnitude of A into magnitude of B. If you rearrange it carefully, what will be getting? A dot B divided by magnitude of A into magnitude of B must be equal to 1 by 2, which is nothing but cos theta in the LHS. So cos of which angle? Therefore theta must be equal to 60 degree. Hence option 4 is correct. Let's go for the next question. 2060. If A and B are unit vectors, then what is the angle between vector A and vector B such that root 3 vector A minus vector B is a unit vector? See that what they have given? Root 3 vector A minus vector B is a unit vector, means its magnitude is 1, right? So squaring on both ends, so what will be getting? Root 3 vector A minus vector B whole square is also equal to 1. Hence by the A minus B whole square formula, what we'll be getting is 3 times of magnitude of A square plus magnitude of B square minus 2A b, correct? So that becomes 2 times of a dot b, which is equal to 1. So they have given that a and b are unit vectors. So let me substitute the value. Unit vectors with magnitude is 1, 3 plus 1 minus 2 root 3 a dot b must be equal to 1. Now it's all about simplification. 3 plus 1 is 4. Hence what will be getting, a dot b must be equal to, okay, so here we can observe that 1 get cancelled. So what will be getting at the final, 3 divided by 2 root 3, or what you can say, root 3 divided by 2 is also root 3 divided by 2. Clear? Therefore we all know that this quantity is nothing but cos theta into magnitude of a into magnitude of beta is equal to root 3 by 2. As these two are unit vectors, cos theta is equal to root 3 by 2, hence theta must be equal to 30 degree. So what should be the answer in this case? Option A is correct. Let's go for the next question. Suppose a plus b plus c, vector a plus vector b plus vector c equal to 0, then find the angle between vector a and vector b. So let us write down the condition. Vector a plus vector b plus vector c is equal to 0 vector. Hence, the question is to find angle between a and b. Hence, let me consider vector a plus vector b is equal to minus of vector c. Okay. Now squaring on both the end. Okay, squaring on both the end. So what will be getting? Magnitude of a plus b whole square must be equal to magnitude of vector c whole square. So what is the expression in this case? Magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus 2 times of vector a dot vector b must be equal to magnitude of vector c square. Now substituting the value, 3, 9, 5, 25 plus 2 times of a dot b is equal to 7 square is 49. Now it's all about simplification. So what is a dot b now? A dot b is equal to 25 plus 9 is 34. So 49 minus 34. So must be equal to 1 15. A dot b is equal to, because I have taken a dot b directly. Now what is a dot b? Cos theta into magnitude of a into magnitude of b is equal to 15 by 2. So what is magnitude of a and magnitude of b is nothing but 3 into 5. 3 into 5 must be equal to 15 by 2. Hence 15 get cancels. Therefore what is cos theta equals to 1 by 2. Hence what is theta equals to 60 degree. Hence my answer in this case, option 3 is correct. I hope you understood the solution. Let's go for the next question. One more of the same kind question. If a, b, c are given three vectors whose magnitude is given, actually you should give it as magnitude of a equal to 3, magnitude of b equal to 4, magnitude of c equal to 5. Okay, notations are missing, fine, that's okay. And he has given one more condition, a, b, c are perpendicular to the sum of the remaining. This is very important. Okay, let us understand this first relation. What he has given is vector a is perpendicular to vector b plus vector c. Similarly, vector b is perpendicular to vector a plus vector c. Vector c is perpendicular to vector b plus vector a. So in these all cases, what you can observe is a dot vector b plus c must be equal to 0, and similarly b dot vector a plus vector c equal to 0, and vector c dot vector a plus vector b equal to 0. Okay, when you add vertically, okay, what is an interesting thing, when we add vertically, they will get an interesting expression, that is 2 times of a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a is always equal to 0. This is important. Okay, now the question is to find magnitude of a plus b plus c. Okay, so let us consider, therefore magnitude of vector a plus vector b plus vector c is the question. Let me square it. When you square it, what will be getting? Magnitude of a square plus magnitude of b square plus magnitude of c square plus 2 times of a dot b plus b dot c plus c dot a. Fine. So what you can observe, substituting the values, what is magnitude of a square? Magnitude of a square they have already given, that is 3 4 5. So that is 3 square. 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25. And what is the 2 times of a dot b, b dot c, c dot a must be equal to 0. Hence what should be the answer in this case? 50. As we have taken squaring, therefore taking square root will give you root 50, that is nothing but 5 root 2 should be your final answer. So what should be my answer in this case? Option 3 is correct. I hope you understood the solution. Let's go for next question. If a and b are given two vectors which are orthogonal, so what is the condition for orthogonality? Vector a dot vector b must be equal to 0 because they are perpendicular. So let us consider the only scalars. 2 lambda 1 dot 1 2 3 must be equal to 0. So what is the dot product? 2 plus 2 lambda plus 3 equals to 0. Therefore 2 lambda is equal to minus 5, hence lambda is equal to minus 5 by 2. Hence option D must be correct. Okay, now this is a repeated question which I have already solved. Okay, so I'm not solving it once again. This is a repeated question, so you can observe that importance of this question, repeated question it is. So we all know what is the answer in this case, minus 3 by 2. So this is also repeated question. So again we all know that what is the answer, repeated question. Okay, repeated question, and this answer in this case is 30D. Okay, I solved it in the same video. You can just go through the answer. This is also repeated question. Okay, so you all know that I have solved it question. A cross b whole square equal to a dot b whole square. This is important question. Okay, don't forget this. Okay, so it is a very important relation, so I hope you remember this relation. Magnitude of a cross b whole square plus magnitude of a dot b whole square is equal to 144. So I told you this is always equal to, this is always equal to magnitude of a square into magnitude of b square, which is equal to 144. So magnitude of a into magnitude of b must be equal to 12. So a is equal to 4, therefore magnitude of b must be equal to 3. So what should be the answer in this case? Option C is correct. Okay, don't forget. Now a and b are mutual perpendicular unit vectors. See that they have given they are mutual perpendicular, means what? Mutual perpendicular means what? A is perpendicular to b. This will give you the hint, a dot b must be equal to 0. Okay, and unit vectors, they are unit vectors means what? Magnitude of a equals to magnitude of b equals to 1. Then the question is to find this relation, 3a plus 2b dot 5a minus 6b. Okay, then by taking each term 3 times of a dot 5 times of a minus, I am multiplying the scalar, 3 6 are 18 a dot b plus 2 5 are 10 b dot b. Okay, and the last term minus minus 6 2s are 12, 6 2s are 12, that is I think 10. It should be b dot a. Okay, please correct it. Should be 10 times of b dot a minus 12 times of b dot b. So simplifying this part, 3 5s are 15. A dot a is magnitude of a square minus a dot b 0 plus b dot a 0 minus 12 times of magnitude of b square, b dot b identity. Hence both are unit vectors. 15 minus 12 must be equal to 3. Okay, so what should be the answer in this? Option B is correct. Okay, so I repeat once again, I have used the concept of a dot a, b dot b. Let's go for the next question. If the vectors are coplanar, I repeat, we all know that the vectors are coplanar, then three vectors are coplanar, then box product is equal to 0. Means what? A dot b cross c is always equal to 0, right? Where this can be understood by taking a 3 cross 3 determinant. Okay, so 3 cross 3 determinant must be equal to 0. 3 cross 3 must be equal to 0. So let us understand the direction ratios of vector A. Vector A direction ratios are A 1 1. Direction ratios of vector B are 1 B 1, and direction ratios of vector C are 1 1 C. This one we have to expand now. If we expand, you will get the required relation. Okay, so if you expand it, so let us understand A. So A into, what will be the value? A into, let us expand the determinant. Okay, so we will be getting A into BC minus 1 minus 1 into C minus 1 plus 1 into 1 minus b must be equal to 0. Therefore, if we simplify a b c minus a minus c plus 1 plus 1 minus d must be equal to 0. Hence a b c minus common, a plus b plus c plus 2 is there, take it to the RHS, that becomes minus 2. Hence what should be the answer in this case? Option B is correct. The next, if A and B are orthogonal vectors, means what? Vector A is perpendicular to vector B, and vector A dot vector B must be equal to 0, and he has given vector A's scalars, that is 1 lambda 2 dot vector B scalars mu 1 minus 1 must be equal to 0. Okay, so what you can observe solving this one? So mu plus lambda minus 2 equal to 0, or else what you can say, lambda plus mu is equal to 2. Let it be relation number 1. Okay, let it be a relation number 1. Now let us consider another condition, that is vector magnitude of vector A must be equal to magnitude of vector P is a given condition. Okay, means you can also consider their squares also equal. Magnitude of A square equal to magnitude of B square. Hence if you solve it, what is magnitude of vector A? So you can observe scalars 1 lambda 2 are there. So what you can observe is, we'll be getting lambda square plus 5 must be equal to mu square plus 2. Okay, so what you can observe from second relation, I repeat, from the second relation, I'll use the second relation. Okay, so here let me substitute the value of lambda. I'll substitute the value of mu, substitute the value of mu. Therefore what you can observe, lambda square plus 5 is equal to, what is mu value from the first relation? 2 minus lambda whole square plus 2. Okay, therefore lambda square plus 5 is equal to a square plus b square minus 2ab, that is 4 lambda plus 2. Okay, so what you can observe, this value get cancelled now, lambda square get cancelled, so 5, 4 plus 2 6 minus 4 lambda, therefore 4 lambda is equal to 1, therefore lambda must be equal to 1 by 4, lambda must be equal to 1 by 4. Okay, so if you substitute in the first equation, mu is equal to 2 minus lambda. 2 minus lambda means 2 minus 1 by 4. What you can understand? So mu is equal to 2 minus lambda. I repeat, mu is equal to 2 minus lambda. Substitute the value 2 minus 1 by 4. 4 2 is 8. 8 minus 1 is 7 by 4. So mu must be equal to 7 by 4 is the only possibility. Okay, so what should be the answer? 1 by 4 and 7 by 4. Lambda first, 1 by 4 and 7 by 4. Lambda is first case here, so lambda 1 by 4, mu is 7 by 4. Let's go for the next question. Okay, so that's all about the today's class. So if you have liked our solutions, please share and subscribe our channel. Thank you.